Assalamualaikum to our future client. My name is Nur Damian Shahira. Today, my team and I going to represent our company, which is Alpha Construction Sdn Bhd. I convinced that our company the best candidate for this project, and our company already in this industry from 1999. Registration our company are Lembaga Pembangunan Industri Pembinaan Malaysia, which is CIDB in grade 7. Unit Pendaftaran Kontraktor dan Juru Perunding Kelantan, which is UPKJ in Class A. Then PAM bid value 2.5 million and above in Class A. Lastly, Pusat Khidmat Kontraktor, which is PKK in Class A. Objective and goal our company are: first, strive for the quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Our client is our priority, so we need to make sure our client always satisfy our works. Second, utilize HR as the greater asset of the company expanding. Then, committed to customer, legal and shareholder. This can make sure all of us in the same track. Next, improve the quality and service provide. Quality our project is really important to make sure our project complete on time. In addition, is systematic and efficient in site activity. Our project needs always on track and regular what had planned. Final, complete project on the time or early than expected duration. If our project complete early, but we can make sure our work is the best quality. Our project background: Pembinaan Stadium Bukit Merbau at Kompleks Sukan Bukit Merbau. Next, this is our job scope. We use design and build for this project. This is our registration classification. First, CIDB G7 in category B or UPKJ Class A. Head Class 2, Subhead 2A, 2B and 4. Lastly, Pukonsa Class A, Head Class 2 and Subhead 2A, 2B and 4. This is our organization breakdown structure. Me, Damian Shahira, as a project manager. Nur Atira as assistant project manager. Anis Sofia as a site manager. Nur Farahim as consultant engineer. Siti Fatimah as structure engineer, and lastly Siti Bashara as site supervisor. And let's proceed to the next part.
Our tender is titled Pembinaan Stadium Bukit Merbau, Kompleks Sukan Bukit Merbau and is located in Pasir Puteh, Kelantan. This project is to construct a stadium for SUKMA 2026. Industrial Building System (IBS) will be used in this project because this method is the modern method. The IBS is a construction method in which the components are manufactured in a controlled environment, either on-site or off-site. These are transported, placed and installed into a structure with minimum further site level. The IBS is manufactured with materials that are manufactured in factories according to Malaysian's quality control standard. As a result, IBS is fast and maintain high quality with minimal waste. It involves fewer on-site workers and hence reduce overall costs. Cast in situ for ground floor slab will be used in this construction because it is easy to apply, adaptability and low cost for constructing this stadium. The building components used in construction are precast concrete system that refer to Malaysian standards and include precast concrete beams, columns, walls, slabs, stairs and toilets. The following are the building components used in IBS construction. First, precast concrete beam. Precast concrete beam is a structural element that resists bending to withstand load. Beams are characterized by their profile, which are the shape of the cross-section, length and material. 2. Precast concrete column. A vertical structural member that transmits the weight of the beam to the foundation is a precast concrete column. Every column is sized according to Malaysian standard. 3. Precast concrete walls. Precast concrete walls are constructed as a blind barrier of facade that cannot support any weight. Surface, winds and earthquake are all put parallel loads on precast wall. It is also used an internal surface, saving time and money by eliminating the requirement for separate stud framing and drywall costs. Precast concrete walls can also be used as load-bearing structure, which reduce costs by eliminating the need for an extra structural framing system. 4. Precast concrete hollow core slab. Precast hollow core slab will also be used in the construction, which will have a longer lifespan since the slab will not crack under applied load and all reinforcement will be safe from corrosion. 5. Precast staircase. Precast staircase are another level of construction option that are suited for architectural designs. It may be used in both residential and commercial buildings. This component is made to the specification of the client in order to make the products fast, safe and affordable to install. C. Precast toilet pods. Precast toilet pods are constructed using the dry construction method, in which the components are manufactured in a factory and then assembled and erect on the construction site. As a consequence, both time and cost are saved. It indirectly reduces our dependence on foreign labor, but the end result is the construction is simplified. Lastly, prefabricated steel roof truss. Prefabricated steel roof truss will be used in roof construction because it has a high strength to weight ratio, which is one of its main advantages. This results in a stronger product that can withstand severe winds as well as roof design with greater span capabilities. This project will be overseen using design and build methods. We made the decision to prevent running over budget and failing to complete the project on time. This strategy will save us time since it allows for the overlapping of design and build, reducing the overall project delivery time. This strategy also provides the client with a higher quality project since the design builder will match performance need rather than minimizing design requirements. To guarantee that we fulfill of the client's criteria, we choose to develop this project utilizing an industrial building system (IBS), which should allow us to finish the project on time and with a higher quality. A design and build method is one which a client provides design and construction service. The government always prefers design and build as one of the procurement method for publicly funded projects since this method will result in a thoroughly integrated team working on the project from the start. Design and build is a procurement method in which the main contractor is hired to design and build the work for a project. We know that the main contractor will have their design team from the same team in this method. Indirectly, the client might collaborate with the contractor's design team at an early design stage to provide a more realistic solution for a project. The design development process ensures that clients receive a design that matches their needs and the contractor assumes that the risk of the final design and construction work. In some cases, and when the workers agree, the initial design team might be novated to a contractor. Then, they will collaborate with a design team that includes a government design team that develop the design. The government is providing a tender which will be used to negotiate a fixed price for the second stage of construction. To win the tender, all firms will be scramble bids and the winning bidder will be assigned to ensure the project works successfully. Design and build contracts might be assigned on a fixed price or lump sum basis. Price certainty, on the other hand, is depend on not making any further modifications, which might be costly because the contractor cost for those changes will not be subject to competition. Furthermore, if the contractor is not chosen at the start of the project, there are two stages of approach that will be used to hire them. They can participate in the design from the start. The first step in selecting a contractor is to evaluate fees, preliminary costs, overheads, and profits. We use functional organization. This is because our organization has a project manager who oversees all activities. Every activity must be reported to the project manager in order to monitor all progress on the construction site. If there is a problem on the construction site, the project manager will notify the project manager's assistant, who will then refer the problem to the department involved. For example, if something goes wrong during the concreting process, they will continue to refer to the site engineer to investigate the issue. When the site engineer has found a solution to the problem, he will advise the site supervisor on how to proceed. This is important because each department has their own expertise, so it is more effective and the quality of work also can be improved. Apart from that, we can get more professional workers.
The cost that we estimate is about 10,000 ringgit. The preliminaries such as surveying, leveling, and site clearing, also earthwork and excavation work are total up about 2,792,000 ringgit. Then, for sub and superstructure costs that we estimate by considering the precast work are about 17,734,000. Because architectural work such as external and internal wall, ceiling, floor and other finishes estimate about 9,477,500 ringgit. Next, we go for infrastructure work, which is cost about 950,000 ringgit. Mechanical and electrical services are total up about 11,827,300. After all the works, we go for the project closeout and hands over project to the client, which is cost about 1,230,000 ringgit. By taking all of the project work, total cost that we estimate is 44,020,800 ringgit.
Now, let's talk about our S-curve. To get this S-curve graph, we use average cost for every activities to get the cumulative cost. The cumulative cost should same with the value of total cost.
Now I will proceed to Gantt chart. The estimated duration for this project is 555 days. The project will start at 1 December 2022 and end at 7 June 2024. This project will start with initiation stage. The duration for this stage will be 30 days as we need to wait for design approval. After that, we proceed to preliminary work. The estimation duration for this work is 28 days. After we done with preliminary work, we proceed to earthwork and excavation for about 21 days. For construction work, it took 214 days, as substructure 60 days and superstructure 154 days. Next, architecture work take about 173 days. For mechanical and electrical work, it take 47 days, and lastly, project closeout, it only take 2 days.
I will present about the method statement for the construction work. Firstly, for the first step, we will do the preliminary work such as site clearing, surveying and also leveling. Then proceed with the earthworks and excavation activities. Next, proceed to the main construction of substructures such as piling work installation and superstructures such as precast beam, column wall and also slab. Then proceed to the external wall and internal wall and also partition for the rooms. After settle with the external and internal wall, we will proceed to the finishes including plastering and painting for the walls. Next, proceed to the ceiling finishes and also for the floor finishes. Under infrastructure work, we will have a roadwork and parking outside the stadiums. Then for the mechanical work, we will have the plumbing system, sanitary service, firefighting system and also air conditioning for some rooms. Lastly, we will have the electrical work such as wiring all around the stadiums.
Like you see, this is our critical path method. From here, we get the duration to finish the project is in 520 days. For our critical path project, it starts from A and ends with B. Let's go through to the backward analysis. From our analysis, the project standard deviation is 4.68. The due date for this project is 536 days. Value for Z-score is 3.41. By referring standard normal distribution graph, we get 99.96% chance for our project to complete by the due date and 0.04% probability to fail within the due date.
As a summary, Alpha Group Construction Sdn Bhd is a dependable company. With 23 years of experience, we sure we can give more than enough from what client demand. Other than that, with clear goals and objectives, we believe we can continue our success to the global and bring along the name of Malaysia. We also can guarantee that we can give our client the most lowest cost with lower risk, so the client can get the best product and our service at by spending small amount of money without worrying about future risk. Lastly, we are one of 1,100% Bumiputra company. We also believe that we can fight with other companies that have more experience than us. That's all from us. Thank you.